All right, so it looks like we're live. Welcome, everyone. We've made it to another Wellness Wednesday. My name is Alicia Fisher. I'm the Prevention Education Supervisor with the Kawartha Sexual Assault Center, and we've got our fantastic Wellness Wednesday. Maybe you're over here, Wellness Wednesday guru, Heather. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me again. So again, my name's Heather, everybody. I'm a Fleming student doing my placement with Alicia, learning lots every day. And yeah, I just want to spread my love of, mindfulness and wellness with everybody. So I'm so glad everyone could come back today with us.
As a slight spoiler alert, I've looked ahead to what we are going to be talking about, and there's a lot about gratitude. And so I wore my pastel poly shirt that says, Love yourself more today. So,
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's perfect. That's going to come in handy.
all right, perfect. Let's get to it.
As Alicia said, we're going to talk a little bit about gratitude today. Last week, we really talked about mindfulness and the different benefits of that. We can reduce our anxiety and our depression, our chronic pain with our mindfulness. Today, we're just going to switch gears a bit. We're going to talk about some gratitude. Before we get started, Alicia, did you happen to practice any mindfulness last week or grounding techniques over the week?
Oh goodness, every time I go on a walk now, I'm just really focused on like all the small things, right? And just really appreciating them, like the full moon we had not too long ago, and just kind of appreciating that for it being there and for what it is. So that's one of the very small things that I've been doing.
Perfect. That's wonderful to hear. That's something that's really going to help us with gratitude and just finding the small things in life that we can really be happy for and appreciative and show gratefulness for. So we can get started here, Alicia. There's not much here we're going to go through. This is just a quick little definition from Merriam's dictionary of what gratitude is. The state of being grateful. It's thankfulness, expressed gratitude for the support. It's feeling appreciation or thanks. And I've got some little stats here, just different things that happiness has shown to increase people's uh, income 7%, just different things. 13% have fewer fights, 20% more likely to get better grades. We just want to find different ways that we can be grateful in life and understand that we can appreciate even the smallest things that there are around us. Like Alicia mentioned, the full moon is something that is so small, and especially now with COVID and lockdown that possibly could be coming up. I really hope today to just spread some joy and some gratefulness, and hopefully everyone can pick up one of these strategies that we're going to go through. And I urge you strongly to try one of these over the next week. Hopefully you can find something that fits for you or for your family, for you and your loved ones. So yeah, we can get started and just think of some different exercises. This personally is what got me started in gratitude and learning to be grateful. I'm starting a gratitude journal. If you don't want to go out and buy a journal, you could print out a calendar, which I've done, or use it in your phone, your little day book. Record things. So I challenge you to record 3 things that make you feel grateful. You don't need to overthink it either. Like Alicia has mentioned, the full moon, even the rain this afternoon, bringing our spring flowers to life. We could think about somebody that we love, someone that you haven't seen in a long time. So you really want to reflect and savor the depth of your gratitude. And if you can start to do this every day, it's going to train yourself to notice and appreciate the things in your life. It's going to come a lot easier as you get going. This might be a challenge for some people to write things down every single night. So there's another little strategy that I like to try with my daughter at home as well. The next one here, it is to create like a gratitude jar. If you want to flip to the next one there, Alicia. So this one again is really simple as well. Just empty a jar. It could be an old coffee can, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. There's no particulars. So again, for this one, I would challenge you to rip up some paper, get out a pen, and you're going to leave it somewhere that's visible in your home, maybe beside the fridge, beside the coffee, or beside the stairs or something along that line. And each day, we're going to write down one thing on that piece of paper that you're grateful for, and encourage your partner or your children, your coworkers even. That could be a great place to do it, is at work, in the office. obviously maybe virtual could be a little bit different. You could start a little, I don't know, great gratitude chat or something. And so this one, you're going to write something down and then find a time of the day, maybe every few days, that you can get together and pull out one or two of these slips of paper and read them out loud. And just share with one another some ways that you can be grateful. It could be the smallest things, feeling the sun on your face as you drive into work, getting that tea that's just right from Tim Hortons in the morning on your way in or on your way home, maybe that's something you can be grateful for. It doesn't have to be these big, grand moments. We really want to try and find the silver lining and the gratitude in each moment in each day. I think we've got one more here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, appreciating those small things are something that we really look over very easily. You know, a good hug from your loved one, a good cuddle from your pet, or just the way your pet looks at you. You know, that can just really bring you into that moment. And even if it's a small, seemingly irrelevant kind of thing, it can just really just lift your spirits up just that little bit more.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Alicia. And it's funny that you say pets and stuff like that. That sort of leads into the next one. And along with your shirt that you're wearing today. So I really encourage some visual gratitude reminders. So for me personally, I've defaced my laptop and I've put little quotes and motivational stickers on the bottom of it. You can put a picture of someone you love close by. So I've got a picture of my father on my computer desk that I love to look at, a quote that inspires you. So you could find like a beautiful calendar and have that calendar in front of your desk if you're working from home. So when you look up, you can see some beautiful artwork or some quotes, a gift from a loved one, a picture of your pet, like Alicia said. If you can enjoy that slobbery dog kiss or that cat hair that's rubbing all up on your face and just wants that love and attention. These are just little things that, yeah, visual reminders. Can be a lot easier sometimes than trying to think back throughout the day and write something down always. Alicia, I know I can see behind you. I'm not sure if those are Post-its that are inspirational or if they're your to-do list. But is there any other ways that you have some visual gratitude reminders or other ways you show gratitude?
Yeah, it's funny that you say the calendar. I currently have a calendar up just off to the side that says wander often. And it was kind of funny because that's the March calendar, and I didn't turn the March calendar until March 18th. So, you know, lots of wondering. I'm kind of a Capricorn. I'm very much a get things done and have those checklists, those visual things. So this is almost like a list of accomplishments. And so it's kind of like a little bit of motivation. It's not so much gratitude, but it kind of just helps when, you know, we're in COVID right now, we're in lockdowns, and to have a visual representation of like, wow, I've done some things, can be really uplifting. So
Yeah, it's really showing self-compassion, Alicia. Like that is a great way to show gratitude as well. Like being compassionate to yourself and kind to yourself and reminding yourself of all of those things that you accomplished today or this week. Even if today you just survived, I have one of those stickers on my computer. Even if today I just survived, it's okay. Because there's always tomorrow. So hopefully what you can gain is that there's always something that we can try and be happy for and find gratefulness of. This change might not always be easy for you, but we really want to learn to incorporate some appreciation and gratitude into your life. So yeah, if we want to, I think that was the last slide we have. Oh, here's just another one. This is just promoting our meditation, which is going to lead us into it. So these are just some different quotes. So when you try to pick out anything by itself, we find it hitched to everything else in the universe. With mindfulness, every moment of every day is a precious jewel. So that's something that I really like to think of and just try and stay in the moment. So this afternoon, you might have a ton of work to do in meetings, but hopefully over the next couple minutes, we can just relax. And truly be alive in the moment, as some of these say, be conscious of our treasures and try and find some gratitude and gratefulness this week. So again, as we start to wrap up, I really challenge you all to start incorporating one of these into your routine this week. And today, Alicia, if you want to keep going, you can flip through and I'll just start chatting. Today, as we talk about gratitude, it's important to realize that this really might be a challenge for you. This change in behavior and our thoughts, even your intentions. I don't want to be scary when we're trying to think of making this gratitude jar or gratitude journal. It's not supposed to be like homework, but I really do hope you guys will do it and incorporate it into your week this week. So we're just going to wrap up with a quick little mindfulness meditation. And again, this isn't meant to be scary. The concept and process of change, it's something that we can be grateful for as well. Now more than ever, whether we like it or not, change is inevitable. Everything is changing all of the time, whether it's externally, the things around us, the places, the people, or whether it's internally, our emotions, our physical sensations, our thoughts. Everything is continually changing, shifting, and moving. But sometimes we tend to have this idea of change only as a concept, as an idea in the mind. It rarely does it shift into our sense of being. So there's always this sort of conflict between how we think we should deal with change and how we actually do deal with change. So this exercise just helps us move from a place of concept to a place of experience, where we are actually living that idea of flow and change from moment to moment. To begin with today, just take a moment to get yourself comfortable. Again, it doesn't matter whether you're sitting in a chair, on the floor, whatever feels best for you. Starting with the eyes open with a soft focus. Taking a few deep breaths. And as you take these deep breaths, have a soft focus looking around you, feeling the air in through your nose and out through your mouth. On the next out breath, just closing the eyelids as you allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. And then just start to become more aware of the weight of the body, the physical contact of the sensations, and any sounds within your awareness right now. And just bringing your attention back to the body, checking in to see how the body is feeling. And it's particularly important with this exercise in noticing change. Just noting and acknowledging how the body feels as you scan down through the body from head to toe. Noticing the areas that feel comfortable, any areas that feel uncomfortable, and perhaps just starting to get a sense of the general mood of the mind right now. Now, having a better sense of how the body is feeling right now, how the mind is feeling, just being clear in your intention as to why you're actually doing this exercise today. It's so important that the motivation is clear in the mind. Important to acknowledge how our gratitude will not only benefit ourselves when we do this, but also benefit those around us. Bringing the attention back to the body now, if you haven't done so already. Just starting to notice the breath and the movement of breath in the body. To begin, just noticing where in the body you feel it most strongly. A rising and falling sensation. Just noticing the natural rhythm of the breath. And as you continue to breathe in that way, Today, just starting to notice how everything is always changing, shifting, moving, whether it's in the body or in the mind. The only place of stillness is in our awareness as we watch each moment. So continue to follow the breath. If you like, you can count the breaths as they pass. Or if you prefer, you can simply stay with the breath without counting. The breath remaining as the main focal point. And I would just like you to acknowledge or note what it is that's changed in this moment. If you've been distracted, maybe you've got lost in a thought in the moment, and that's okay. You just realize that you've been lost in the moment, labeling it, noting it. Oh, I was thinking. And then coming back to the breath again. Maybe it's a physical sensation you've noticed. And just note that. Oh, okay, that's a feeling. And then come back to the breath again. Just noticing how the mind moves from one object to the next, each time bringing it back to the breath. And on the next out breath, just letting go of that focus of the breath, letting go of any focus, giving the mind lots of space to wander and do whatever it wants for the next few seconds. And now just bringing your attention back to the body, back to the feeling of the weight in your body, those physical sensations, points of contact, and just start to notice the sound around you, perhaps any strong smells. And as you gently open your eyes, just maintaining that position and that posture. And as you take a moment to firstly appreciate how it feels to take a moment for yourself today, to just be clear, to feel how clear and free the mind feels right now, not comparing it or judging it in any way to how you might have felt before, just acknowledging the difference. And as you go through the day today, just start noticing the change around you, and not just internally, our thoughts and our emotions, but also start noticing the changes externally, the people and the places. The more we can remind ourselves, and the more it allows us to let go and loosen our grip and control over the world, and gain a sense of and let go of that control of the mind, accepting that change is always taking place, and start showing gratitude for your life just as it is in this moment. So I hope over the next week or so, you can start appreciating the smaller things, learning to slow things down and acknowledge and appreciate the changes in your life and not always fight them, and find some gratitude. Next week, again, if you have any suggestions, we'd love to hear them. I think we're going to look through the wise mind. And we also are hoping to do a physical meditation maybe next week or the week after. So if it's a nice day, hopefully you can tune in and we can go out for a nice walk or something. So yeah, any suggestions, feel free to drop them. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. I really hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon.